Hello and welcome to my twin flame journey. I am Shine and this is going to be the weekly reading from November 19th through the 26th. What we have here is what the masculine is going to be thinking, what he should be thinking, how he feels, how he should feel, what might be needed for them to do in order to bring this union together, as well as advice. Same questions for the feminine side, and then we have advice for them both. Please keep in mind that these readings are general, so take what resonates and leave the rest. Also keep in mind that masculine and feminine stand more for an energy than a gender. So you may resonate with a side other than what you identify as. And also, if you'd like a personal reading, all the information is below. And I think that's all I gotta say. I was trying to fit it in the beginning. So let us see what the masculine is thinking. Well, we have the first card that came out was deception. And I said, why deception? And then we had journey. I said, why deception, journey? And then we had truth. And I should have taken my polish off my nails. I just noticed. I forgot I was supposed to do that today, so don't mind my chipped polish. Maybe you can't really notice because it's kind of a nude color, but I just noticed that. Anyway. So obviously there's some thoughts around needing to still speak a truth in regards to some deceptions in order for things to be resolved and can move forward. People may be still trying to omit certain things or not wanting to talk about the past or whatever it is, wanting to sweep things under the rug, kind of like, it wasn't so bad or whatever, downplaying things, but might be being met with some resistance from the feminine, because the feminine is looking for more than cop-outs, is looking for more than might have, could have done's. I don't know what you're talking about. It's like whatever it is, it's like this is a moment of, obviously, the masculine is realizing that can't be like that. Those old ways of being can't play out because the feminine is not playing that game anymore. You either come correct or don't bother. Come with the truth. If you're looking for forgiveness, don't try to start things off again with lies, lingering lies, trying to avoid accountability still by, again, omitting things, not wanting to talk about it, whatever it is, because if a relationship ended based on lies and deception, it would be foolish to think that you can ask for a second chance to be forgiven and not even discuss what it is that you're asking to be forgiven for. This is being mature. This goes without saying. I mean, how do you establish trust, again, if you can't even admit to the lies and deceptions that you were caught in? How does that person have any faith that you won't behave in the same way in the future and look to omit things and sidestep and sweep under the rugs and dance around and whatever it is? It's like this is the time for you to show how much you have grown and how much you have learned from this experience. You have to, as the other readings have shown, like the feminine is really looking for, don't come at me with nothing but the truth, nothing but honesty, because I'm not trying to deal with it anymore. I'm not trying to deal with somebody who consistently lies, even just to make themselves not look so bad. That just, again, you gain somebody's respect more if you show yourself in the most vulnerable position that you can. And that is just about coming clean, being honest. Again, because you're trying to reestablish something, and you can't reestablish something by just acting like the past didn't happen, or trying to downplay stuff, or because what you're doing then is you're showing this person that their feelings don't matter, that their pain doesn't matter, that you just want to sweep things under the rug so that you don't have to have you looking in the mirror at your actions and figuring out what was wrong with you. You're trying to avoid that. But again, you're not showing this person respect, love, empathy, care, or giving them any reason to want to give it another chance, to show that you've changed, that you've grown, that you've whatever. And this is where, a lot of people are facing this issue. Because it isn't going to be like, oh, well, now I'm ready, I want to come back, and we're just going to, there's been pain here. There's been trauma for some people. I know it was traumatic for me. And to try to, again, totally disregard someone's feelings based on something that you did that caused this relationship to end, and you not even want to acknowledge that or talk about it, or you're trying to, again, downplay it and minimize and trivialize and anything that you can do, again, you're taking away from this person. They've already had stuff taken from them. They've already, so it's kind of like, again, come correct, or, maybe you need some more time. But some masculines are realizing that, I got to come differently now. It's a new game. It's a new level. It's a new everything. I can't be my old self. I can't try to sweep things under the rugs or whatever, like, they'll just overlook stuff and take me back and take me back. It's like eventually people get tired of giving chances. People's faith in people kind of diminish if they're not seeing any genuine change or remorse. Because again, you let somebody do whatever they want, and you can let them keep coming back, and that person's going to continue to do whatever they want, thinking that they'll always be forgiven, they'll always be taken back. And this is where the feminine has to kind of hold her ground and be like, no, I won't accept that anymore. And this is forcing this person to hold themselves accountable. Like, okay, well, now I got to step up my game, because if I really want this, I'm going to have to meet this person on a completely different level now. Like, it has to be a clean slate. And again, you can't have a clean slate if you're still behaving in the same ways that you were before. So again, the masculine is thinking, hey, I got to face the truth, or I need to speak a truth in regards to what transpired. I need to own up to my role. I need to hold myself accountable, and that means verbally speaking the words of what I did that caused this relationship to end. What was my part? Not just having this person yelling at you, telling you all the stuff you did while you sit and say nothing. That's a one way, it just shows just what this relationship probably was like. It was a very one-sided relationship. One person doing all the giving, one person doing all the taking. One person doing all the yelling, another person just sitting there like playing like, what, huh, what? And like I said, it has to be completely different this time around if you want a real chance. So let's see if we can get any more information on this truth journey deception. And you'll probably notice a lot of readers giving this kind of similar advice, because we're obviously dealing with, a lot of the same groups of people. But again, it's common sense. It's how mature people should be with each other, in regards to, again, being able to hold oneself accountable, admitting shortcomings, lies, whatever it is, asking for forgiveness from a genuine place, acknowledging another person's pain, not trying to sweep it under the rug. like none of it matters. Of course it matters. If it left one side feeling completely devastated, of course it matters. And for you to say that it doesn't matter just shows how you were able to do what you did to begin with. That there is no concern for anyone else's feelings, just what we want when we want it, and who cares? But that's obviously not a place to be. And I'm not, hopping on anybody. I'm just giving whatever anybody would say, how anybody would think about this kind of situation. You got to treat people right. You got to be fair. You got to be honest. You got to be good to people. And that starts first with being good to yourself, having integrity for yourself, having respect enough for yourself to be mature, to hold yourself accountable. Like, again, and to be able to show empathy and for someone else's feelings, putting yourself in their shoes. Like, how would I feel if this was done to me? Or whatever it is. This is where you show growth. So let's see, truth. So truth, we have l'amante, which is the female lover, and then we have the love letter, and then we have la fidelità, which is, fidelity, faithfulness, relationship, and then we have prigione, which is like feeling trapped. This could be, like the Eight of Swords, the lady standing there with the blindfold on. It's, knowing that you have to do this in order to have the love from the feminine that you're seeking. Being able to express that, to express or to gain someone's loyalty or to gain back a relationship or to say how you want to be faithful and loyal now, but you're still trapped in your being able to do that. It's like the pride or the ego or whatever it is like still struggling with truth. And it's making it so that things aren't progressing. It's still keeping things stuck because it's not being handled correctly. Let's see, journey. Journey. Belvedere, this is to have foresight, or to be able to see down the line, to see, this journey, like to see how to proceed forward. But it's again trapped in one's own thoughts in regards to still speaking the truth in order to get, the love of the feminine, or to get back this relationship, how to express that. Again, it's either fear or it's ego, or, again, trying to save face a little bit, trying to come across not so bad, so omitting things or making things light, or whatever it is. It's not working in your favor, handling it that way, because again, it's showing a complete and total disregard for the pain that this person felt as a result of the actions taken on this side. So it's like wounding them twice, adding insult to injury, I should say. And for many, you're finding that it's not working. So again, you're having to approach things in a completely different way, from a more mature standpoint. And again, hey, if we have to get egg on our face, again, it's not about that right now. It's about what it is that you really want. And if you really want someone to take you back, if you really want forgiveness, then you got to come correct. You can't downplay stuff. You can't sweep stuff under the rug. You can't, because it's not giving this person, again, any faith that you have changed or that you'll ever change or that you won't downplay future events or try to sweep them under the rug too. Like, this is where the feminine is like, I don't know about this. I don't know about you, because I don't see any change. All I see is same old, same old. And I see somebody who's still not taking my feelings into account at all. Let's see, deception. You know, a lot of times people just want to be seen. They want to be heard. They want to be acknowledged. You know, people don't like to be made to feel like they're like 2 inches tall or that they're unimportant. La conversation. And this is again needing to have a conversation about the deceptions that occurred here. You know, so you could foresee a future with this person, foresee, you know, the journey ahead being had, being able to gain back the love of the feminine, being able to gain back this relationship by expressing a truth, expressing your feelings, expressing your deceptions. Again, whatever it is, no more hiding. That doesn't work anymore. It's not going to work in your favor. This is about karma. This is about lessons. This is about out with the old, in with the new. What have you learned? How have you changed? How have you grown? How are you going to be different? And that all starts with this. The asking for forgiveness, it starts with this. Doing it the right way. Entering back into things, again, taking things slow, having those heart-to-heart conversations, everybody owning up to their roles, having an understanding as to why things ended, you know, where we've been, where we are, and where we're going. That again comes with being vulnerable and not worrying about, you know, looking like the bad person, because you already look bad. You just make yourself look worse if you're not able to hold yourself accountable. Said, yes, I did this specific thing, and this specific thing caused you to feel this way. And I acknowledge your pain because of this thing. And I know, and what I've learned because of what's happened because of this, what I need to do differently, what I would like us to do together, how we should proceed. Like, these are the kind of things that should be said. Not sidestepping, side dancing, sweeping things under the rug. Oh, we don't want to talk about the past or whatever, because that's just, it's foolish. And it's not happening. It's getting things off on the wrong foot already. It's just you're setting yourself up to repeat that same cycle that you were in before. You know, like I said, it isn't about pride or ego. It's about truth. It's about coming with your heart in your hand. It's about wanting this relationship and wanting to truly change and evolve in oneself to become a better person. And you can want to be a better person from this day forward, but that doesn't mean that you have to totally sweep under the rug what happened here. It still needs to be talked about. What did you learn from it? What understanding have you come to in regards to how one's words or actions can have a negative and detrimental effect on another person? And seeing their suffering, how does it make you feel about what it is that you did? Like I said, not to say that's all one person's fault, but whoever was the more doer of the do, you know, is the one that really needs to come like this to the other person. Whoever's looking for the forgiveness is the one that really needs to Keep it real. And how you should think is greed. Well, this is the first card that came out. Surprise, which is, gaining a surprise, delivering a message. And then we have talent, which is, trying to figure out a way how to deliver this message. And greed, it's about getting to get what we want. To get what you desire. You're going to have to figure out a way. Yes, we had technical difficulties, which is very unfortunate. And so we are continuing on the next day, and I fixed my nails. Give me a chance to fix my nails. And it stinks because the sound cut off over here, which means that there was still all of this that got, but what are you going to do? So let's start again. We have the first thing that came out was surprise, then talent, then greed, which is pretty much saying, figure out a way how to express what you need to express so that you can get what you desire. Deliver this message. This will clarify it again. Let's see. Greed. Alegria, celebrations, happy times, being with people that you enjoy being with. Like that's, again, to get what you desire. You're going to need to figure out a way how to express these truths. Coming clean about your deceptions. Not trying to omit things, leave things out, sweep them under the rug. It's coming the correct way. In order to get what you want, you're going to have to give. Even though it might be difficult for you, but that again is probably part of your lesson. Greed. And prigione is, to free yourself from this prison, which could be self-imposed prison, like the Eight of Swords lady, trapped in her thoughts. Or it's to get out of stagnation. Because if what you've been trying to do has not been working in regards to trying to reconcile, then you're needing to, again, step up. And do something that you've been trying to avoid doing. Because that's going to be the only way that this person is probably going to even listen to you. It's like, so get out of stagnation. Talent, we got fidelity, loyalty, faithfulness. It's figuring out a way how to express your faithfulness, your loyalty, your devotion to this person, to your growth, to this journey. We have the love letter, expressing again one's feelings and being completely and totally honest. Because you can't, again, start something new if it's still partly built on lies. It's crazy to even think that. I don't think we need to clarify anymore. Let's just move on to what they are feeling. When they're feeling chemistry, and they're feeling like they want to make the effort, and they're wanting to possibly enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. Holiday season is coming. Or this could be just like, wanting to move on to calmer waters, wanting this relationship to heal and get better. Because they feel something, they want to make the effort, but again, the way that they've been going about it is probably, it's not enough. You're needing to obviously come with the truth. Admitting, especially if you were already caught in something, to not like want to admit it or not, it's like, come on. Who are you trying to fool? You know, it's better to just, again, you gain someone's respect by coming clean, by being honest, by showing growth. So, you wanting to make the effort and all that is great. But follow the advice, and don't try to sidestep growth. And the universe is saying to flirt. Love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. You will be more romantically attractive to the person you're trying to get forgiveness from if you're showing your self-respect by standing in your integrity and being a person of strong character and honesty and making genuine efforts. And you're also showing them respect. So by coming with the truth, by honoring this person's feelings, not trying to sweep stuff under the rug. And that, of course, comes from loving yourself first, loving yourself enough to want to put in the effort to become a changed person, not just say that you change, but actually show it. And we got retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. They're saying take some time, spend some time together. Have those talks that need to be had so that you can move the hell on, either together or separately. But it's right now it's just stagnant. Nothing's moving forward, or it's not moving the way it should be, or it could be, or you'd want it to be. Because again, you're needing to approach it from it's a different game now. And what might the masculine need to do or let go of that might be blocking, or we have open your heart. I allow myself to feel the full range of emotions, especially all the forms of love. This is about being open, being vulnerable. And that comes with being honest. Because you're only self-sabotaging, staying in the ego. And they want you to be devoted. As I fully commit to my values, relationships, and God, I am clear about what to do next. It's about, again, being committed to your own growth, first and foremost, and then that overflows into your relationships. It shows in your relationships. And we have tenderness. I am both gentle and power. Expressing tenderness, expressing love, expressing care, compassion, empathy, understanding, be optimistic. I expect good things to happen, and they do. Don't fear that by doing that, you're going to, ruin your chances. If anything, it still helps you grow, whatever the outcome may be. I mean, who knows? Maybe this side just says, yeah, I appreciate the honesty and the apology, but, maybe it's just been too much. But at least you still stood in your truth. At least you still, or whatever it is. But you have a better chance, again, if you're showing this person that they can have a little bit of faith in you. And that comes first from being, again, in one's integrity. And we have advice is wild. Meet Samson. He is a shimmering concoction of wildness and strength. He lives perpetually under the full moon. With limitless abandon, he races over the hills, feeling the perfect harmony of his body moving, unhindered by thoughts, unfettered by beliefs as who he should be or how he should act. Samson is fully himself, without question or excuse. If you have been the oh-so-proper house cat for too long, step outside and awaken your precious wild self. Unleash your longings and join Samson under the moon's wild light. So this is kind of like stepping out of your comfort zone. Stepping from behind the masks and behind the veils and hidden things and just, freeing yourself. Being wild with abandon. Like going for what you want and letting the ego go. It's, again, it's not living up to other people's potential. It's about being the best version of you that you can be. So that how one should be or how one should act. Well, how do you think you should be? How do you think you should act? So again, it's not so much about other people. It's about what would the best version of you be like? and aspire for that. And use your intuition. Meet Ghost Kitten. She is a light within us that helps to guide us through our life. She is always beckoning us to enter our inner world, to dig deep and to meet her there. If you are quiet, you can hear her whispering to you, perhaps about a creative project or a person you should reach out to, or even leaving a stifling job. Play with what makes her whispers louder and clearer for you. Maybe it's meditation or sleeping enough or taking a shower. Experiment with following your intuition and notice what magic unfolds. So I guess that's just like what it says. Follow your higher self. Strive to become the best version of you can be. How you approach this situation is going to set the tone for you and your relationships. You know, how have you grown? Have you changed? Like again, it starts within oneself first, and then it overflows into your relationships. And then we have feminine is thinking. Well, first it was stop, look, listen. Then friend. Then clarity. So again, she's trying to figure out what she wants to do. Trying to take heed of the signs the universe has been given, but also paying attention to how this side is coming across. You know, trying to figure out if this person is worth another chance, worth putting down my guard again, worth trying to trust this person again. How are they coming to me? How are they showing me that they've grown and that they've changed and that they've learned? And they give me a little reassurance that they're going to make a conscious effort to not repeat those things that cause problems or pain or things to end in the past. Now, what confidence are you instilling in this side? And she's trying to be clear what to do. Weighing out her options. Pros and cons, whatever you want to call it. Stop, look, listen. That's like pay attention to the red flags. And you also have that down here. So it's like getting that twice. Like she's on guard. Because again, nobody wants to waste their time. Nobody wants to go back into something that's only going to repeat. And I said in the last reading, how you come across is going to play a big part in whether or not this person is going to even entertain this again. Stop, look, listen. Stop, look, listen. We got Fortuna, which is the Wheel of Fortune. You know, she could be hoping that things will turn around for the better, or she's trying to look for signs to see if, again, people have changed, people have grown. Could things be better the next time around? You know, is there longevity in this? Is it worth the effort? Stop, look, listen. We also have a Malto, low morale, depression, a relationship that's very unwell or has been. Again, can it turn around? And then we have Stanza, which is, you know, like secrecy or things being revealed. This is the Room. Again, or not learning the complete truth, that if things might still be hidden. You know, trying to be clear. And it's perhaps creating a little sadness because they feel like that maybe they're not still getting the truth. And then we have Casa, which is, you know, the home. So it could be around a home life. So this is either them feeling that way, or this side's telling them that they feel that way. And they're wanting things to turn around. So this is what they're thinking about. Like they're thinking about this offer, or if they haven't yet gotten one, you know, feeling sad about not learning truths, not feeling like things can turn around for the better. Friend, we have Il Vivido, which is the widower. It's a person who has regrets or sad about what's happened in the past. And we have Denari, which could be money or it could be something that we value. And then we have Mercante, which is the merchant who deals with contracts. It could be someone who's at a distance. Someone who deals with like negotiations as well. So perhaps, and then we have Pensiero, which is someone who's thinking things over and deep thought. It's kind of like the hermit trying to go within. This is on Friend. And then, of course, you have clarity. So this could be you trying to go within, you know, thinking about what's happened in the past. And perhaps, as I mentioned before, some of the masculines might be trying to offer some money as some kind of to ease the guilt, or I don't know what it is, but you know, someone could be saying that they're regretful of the past and then wanting to offer you some money, and they're trying to negotiate some kind of, you know, peaceful resolution or something. And this is what you're thinking about. Or again, this could be, you know, someone regretful of losing something that they valued. Again, this person could be expressing that to you. Or you could be thinking that the relationship was something that you valued and now it's like lost because of what's happened in the past. And you're trying to figure out if it's even worth trying to negotiate with this person or trying to reconnect with this person. So you're trying to gain clarity. You're trying to figure out what to do. Clarity. You got the Grand Signore. It's a man in high society, a man about town. Could be somebody who's trying to come across like, you know, the new and improved version of themselves. This could also be somebody who only thinks about their own interests. Someone who could be narcissistic, you know, ego-driven. And this is messengere, a message from a distance. You know, so this could be you trying to gain clarity over this person who's bringing you this message about possibly looking to reconcile, or perhaps, you know, how they're coming across again isn't what you feel you deserve or what needs to happen. So you're in your thoughts about it. You know, again, if what you're being offered isn't what you're really looking for or what you feel that you might deserve. And then how she should be thinking was reconciliation, good fortune, and hidden enemy. I'm like, what the hell kind of good fortune you gonna get from a hidden enemy? You know, it's like, spirit, there's nothing good having hidden enemies in your midst. But perhaps, you know, they're trying to say someone's hiding things. But again, hiding things, well, who does that serve? Nobody. Someone could be hiding their feelings or hiding their whatever. Well, stop hiding. If you want to see something move and change and whatever, stop hiding. Stop lying, stop hiding, stop omitting things, stop trying to sweep stuff under the rug. Like, again, come correct, or don't know what to say, because it's not going to get off on the right foot. You know, there can't be anything hidden. But they're saying, you know, maybe someone's going to reveal some things. Let's see. Hidden enemy. Hidden enemy. Things turning around for the better. The precious gift. Like I said, people could be trying to give you something, trying to give you some money, you know, or to exchange something with you again, to try to make some kind of peace offering or whatever it is. You know, that maybe there's hidden gems to be had. You know, things can turn around for the better if you give this person a chance. But again, how are you going to give somebody a chance that you don't trust, or that has not shown you at all that they can be accountable for themselves? Like, how do you, you know, it's like people can promise all kinds of things, but spirit has no control over what this person does. So promises are nice, but there is no real, like, how do you know? How do you know? So I said, watch how you come across. Good fortune. You got El Nemico, which is like the enemy card. You know, the person who doesn't have your best interests at heart. We have Disperato per jealousia, it's to be, you know, in despair, distraught, like feeling like this, like they're saying, don't feel like this over this person. Good fortune. But again, it's like the fact that even people show up as enemies and deceptive and all of that, it's like how can you see any good? Especially if they're not even showing you that they really changed, that they're still trying to come like how they used to before. It's, I don't know. That's spirit's advice. Then we have the feminine thinking, free yourself. She's trying to say, you know, it's time to take back control of my life. She's trying to just. I said a lot of feminines are just tired, and they just kind of want to move on at this point. They're wanting to free themselves. You know, and then we have forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moment. Yeah, they're trying to forgive and trying to learn, even just for the sake of having peace within themselves. Again, trying to free themselves. And they're also paying attention to the red flags, the signs of cautioning you. Like I said, they're very alert now. They're watching for the signs of whether or not they need to either deal or keep it moving. And again, it's like, unless they see something, most of them probably just going to keep it moving. And how the universe says you should feel is release your ex. The time has come to clear your energy. So they're co-signing on that, wanting to free yourself. They're saying, yes, it's time to let it go. And if dealing with this keeps you in that negative space, maybe you got to let it go, because it's peace of mind. To thine own self be true. Love yourself first. Don't force yourself to stay in miserable situations if you're not receiving what you should be receiving. And they're telling you to give your relationship a chance, to work on your partnership. So for some of them, they say, hey, you know, try to release the past, try to listen to this person and give them another chance, because it's true love, the romance of a lifetime. But again, the universe has no control over the actions of this person. There's no guarantee that it will be a 100% turnaround. There might always be some things. Again, it's a consistent effort on both people's parts to maintain their new selves and be evolving constantly to become better and better and better. That way they're better for each other. So that's why this is how it begins at this point, with the apology, the asking for forgiveness, the clean slate. This is the moment of, like, it's either going to make or break this. You're either going to go back in, not doing it the right way, and finding yourself in something repeating, or you're going to really stand up, hold yourself accountable, speak your truths, no matter how it makes you look. because it's only going to make you look better in truth. And really just become better and positive and go into the new year completely clean. And what the universe says feminine needs to do or let go of is father. My true father is God in heaven who shines healing light upon me, my birth father in our relationship. So, of course, the universe wants you to know that God loves you. You're a child of, God. The universe is watching out for you. They're trying to help you heal. If you especially have wounding stemming from father issues, which has played a role in your how you are in relationships. And they're saying forgiveness. I am willing to release old resentments so that I may enjoy my life. And they're wanting you to pray. Instead of worrying, I pray about the situation to bring about real solutions. And then to have patience. I trust in divine timing. Again, if you know what my mother says, she goes, "You're crazy. You're listening to a bunch of cards." She goes, she says, especially in regards to my twin situation, she's like, "You would even give him another chance? You would even whatever?" And she was like, how you listening to a bunch of cards? You putting all your stock in a bunch of cards. And I says, I know. Tell me about it. Because we have here connection. Spirit cats remind us that we are not alone. We are a web of connections. Our attitudes, actions, and energy ripple outward and touch people in ways seen and unseen. No single action stands alone. Each action, idea, and feeling is born of our countless influences and in turn has its own unique effect. We see this most clearly and dramatically in our innermost circle, but this also extends outward to humanity, the earth, and the universe. Our consciousness dances together, challenging, uplifting, teaching, learning, questioning, reassuring, inspiring, and loving. Oh, that was a lot to say. And then we have generosity. Meet Sapphire, the generous spirit in us all. When it is dark outside, he will always come through for us with his dancing rainbow lights and gentle eyes. Allow generosity to flow in all directions. Offer your hand, your ear, your understanding, and your heart to a person in need. Graciously receive the help from another when you are challenged, stuck, or down on your luck. Be generous with yourself. Give yourself time, love, and sweet nurturing care. We take turns being the helper and the one in need of help. Generosity connects us to something larger than ourselves. So again, this generosity has to do with the whatever offer is trying to come in this way. But everybody's going to do whatever they feel is right for them. That's my opinion, regardless of what the cards say. And regardless of what the cards say, you got to deal with 3D. You got to deal with the pain and the feelings and the whatever in the 3D, not in the ethers. So if you don't see what you need to see in regards to this side, if you don't feel like you're receiving what you should be receiving, then don't force yourself to be involved in anything that doesn't make you feel fulfilled and happy. That's my opinion. And the advice is to have hope. I trust that God has a wonderful solution and brilliant plans in store for me. And to have compassion, I see and feel others' points of view with forgiveness and kindness. And then we have marriage. I make a commitment to a healthy relationship with God, myself, and my partner. So that's this advice. And then we have healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. Again, this is playing a lot in the childhood wounds, but, this also is just, I think, this family, because you can only take this so far. I mean, you can't blame completely. It's not everything has to do with the parents. It's this person's acts that caused, and this person's enabling, or however it played out. That's what's needing to be healed. Recognizing the wounding, but you can't blame it all on the parent stuff. It's the actions of the two people that were involved in this relationship. And trying to heal this family. By having heart-to-heart conversations, honestly discuss your feelings with each other. That's what I said, honestly discuss them. And then we have let your friends help you. Ask for and accept support from others. And again, is this support, the help, the possible money offers, or whatever it is, they're saying, if you so feel inclined to take it. But you can also take it or leave it. It's your choice. It's your life. It's your choice. Do what you feel is best for you. And then we have chaos and conflict. We only asked for one, but two came out. And then we have poised. So I'm going to read these. And I hope the volume has been recording, because that would stink. Essential meanings, disarray, for chaos and conflict. Essential meanings, disarray, being at cross purposes with another, the tension of opposites, the value of chaos before order. Yeah, because there is still, this isn't meshing well. This is not coming together the way that it could, because of what this side still needs to do. So there is still kind of, opposing interests. The Oracle's message, opposing forces come together to create a turbulent atmosphere, but consider the value of chaos that serves you well as you become unmoored by it. Scattered to the winds, you leave behind the parts of yourself you no longer need and disperse seeds to reinvent yourself anew. Although the conflict appears to exist externally, its essence is also internal, projected outward and causing disarray. You may find yourself at cross purposes with someone else, facing a storm you feel you can't control. Yet every storm passes, and chaos leads to a reordering of things. Conflict provides a way to see more than one side of a situation. Look upon this as just a moment in time when you may need to take shelter and step away from the fray. Don't be too eager to fight. This is the time to understand rather than to be understood. Relationship message, stubbornness is keeping you in a state of opposition. It's like the Prigioni card. The incessant need to be right will only serve to prolong the conflict that deep down you want to be resolved. This is an opportune moment to learn about your values, your sense of self, what's really important to you. Some things are non-negotiable. If that's true, it's not necessary to fight. Can you find a way through the stormy emotions to higher ground? Soon the air will clear and you will be in a much better place than before, for the storm will have passed, blazing a path for new growth in its wake. Things can become electric and enlightened, always better than before, if you use this time constructively. Prosperity message. Circumstances appear to be chaotic, but everything that is happening now is in truth shaking things up so you can find the real path to your prosperity. Yes, it's a stormy time, and it feels as if there are opposing forces wherever you turn. Be reassured that there is divine purpose in this chaos. Everything that doesn't work is being taken from you so that the truest parts of yourself remain. The events occurring now are essential for your ultimate prosperity. This chaos is divinely inspired, even though it doesn't appear that way now. In time, you will know this to be true. Protection message. This is an advantageous moment to restore order and recognize the opportunity for negotiation. Even in the seeming chaos, there is a kind of divine order, a complete resorting of elements. This is powerful if your intention is to find the best solution for the highest good of all. There is positive news. The timing is perfect. Things are already stirred up, so don't be afraid to jump into the mix. You'll discover everything you need to know about how the situation affects you long term. Be present in the eye of the chaos. This moment is valuable. Don't waste it. So the part about the negotiation, that's like where the mercante came in. The merchant trying to negotiate a solution. And then we have poised. Essential meanings: being ready, bringing something to light, being at your best. Confidence. That's what I mean, standing in your integrity and speaking truths. The Oracle's message: you can be assured that you are ready for anything right now. You know what you need to do. Your skills are sharp, and you've come to this place armed with wisdom and knowledge, and you sense a new phase of your life about to begin. People respond to your confidence and trust you. This is an auspicious time to begin new things. Relationship message. When you're confident and happy in your own skin, you are ready for deeper, more intimate relationships. You have nothing to prove right now. You are completely yourself and can handle anything. Love, friendships, and harmonious new connections are all present now or are coming in. You're ready to give and receive from the heart. This is a beautiful place to be. Prosperity message. You have every reason to feel confident. Everything you need to make your success concrete is now at your disposal. You can take action knowing you are ready to step into your power, into your light, and into your service to the world. The direction you're moving in is in your destiny. Your soul is smiling with joy as you align with this truth. Protection message. You're not ready to move forward at this time, and that has to be okay. Be poised in the face of demands and deadlines. Pretending you know what you're doing works sometimes, but if you adopt a fake it till you make it attitude, it will land you in some muck now. This is not the time to wing it and deliver something half finished or half-assed apologies. It's okay to postpone things until you are really ready. It's better to disappoint others now than to wish you had later. If that makes any kind of sense. Well, nobody want to be disappointed now or later. How's that? And on that note, I wish you love and light. I wish you well. I wish you healing. And I wish you luck in regards to this and anything else you might be going through. Please like, subscribe, and share if you haven't already. And until next time, my lovelies, take care. Bye-bye.